Hello. I'm going to give you a quick little demonstration here of SeeSaw. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that you cannot use screencast on an iPad, so I'm having to do this on my computer. But it's pretty similar, and I think it'll still make sense. So I'm going to just starting from logging on to SeeSaw, and I just log on with my Google account. See, I've already logged in, so it kind of skipped over. But the first screen there, all it said was I'm a teacher. Let me see if I can log out really quick. Sign out. Okay, so here's the first screen that you come to. So the kids would select I'm a student, obviously, and then if you set up the family, if you want their family members to be able to view it, then they would click on that when they enter. So I'm a teacher. I'm going to use Google to sign me in. Okay. Hopefully. Okay, so this is bringing you to some of my classes that I've used before. They're still in here, but I want to show you from the beginning how to add a class or how to create a class. So up here is the sign in. So just create a new class. You can select what grade level they are, 5th grade. I'll name my class Garcia. Okay, you can also import. I've never done that before, but if you're set up from Google Classroom, that's probably a little bit easier of a way to do it. Okay, so I'm creating the class. You can get home learning codes. This is a new thing because of what's going on. So I don't really know a lot about that. You would have to look into that because that's brand new for what's happening. So then you can see I have a class set up here. I know there's a way you can import students and not have to type them in one by one. But to be honest, I don't know how to do that. I've always just typed them in. So let's see. So you can choose here if you want them to be able to sign into SeeSaw using a Google account or an email address. You don't have to do it that way. You can do it where they just have to have the code. And so right here, you can, if you have their email addresses in, you can email students with these instructions. Here's exactly what it tells the students to do. They're going to choose I'm a student. They're going to type in a code to join your class. They get that from you. So you'll send out that code to them. Or if you do the instructions, it would come with the instructions. But the code changes every 7 days for privacy reasons. So just keep that in mind. You can also just change the sign-in mode to where they have to scan a QR code to sign in. That's going to be up to you. There's a lot, with all that's going on, I don't even know what the best way to do that would be. Okay, so then class name, grade level, manage teachers, class theme. You can pick different themes. You can pick how you want them to sign in. Enable family access, enable blog. The manage skills, unless this has been changed because of coronavirus. This used to be a paid that you had to have the SeeSaw like Plus version to be able to put in skills and stuff. I'm not sure. I would guess they might have taken that paid part off given the circumstances. So when I want to add students, let's see. Share devices. So do your students share a device? So, I have no idea where you're going with that. So mine would be 1-to-1. I would just add Aiden. Whoops. What did I do here? See here it says you can paste to the list of student names. I just never bothered with that. I just didn't take the time. So I'm adding students here. Okay. So then when I'm done, you can always add more later. It's really easy to do. And I'm just going to click that. That's adding students to my class. So here, that gives you the option of printing out a code. So if you wanted to print a poster, you just click on that. Maybe you were going to mail that to them. I mean, that all just kind of depends on how you're going to be delivering instruction. So I don't, I don't have any idea there. But in the school setting, this is what I did. I printed it out, and I laminated it, and each time we needed to use SeeSaw, I always had that available for them so they could just scan it. Now, some of the students would go ahead and just log on using their Google address because they knew how to do it. But I always had that QR code available for them. So that's a little bit about just getting your class started. And then when you want to post assignments, you just do, let's see, we're in the journal. The journal is like, I relate that to your Facebook homepage where you get all these statuses or whatever. You get all the pictures and everything. That's what a journal is on SeeSaw. That's how they refer to it. So if I'm Austin, the student, if he's posted something, it would show up here. Let me take you back to one of my classes really quick that actually have things in it. Okay, so this is last year, I believe. So if I wanted to see what Brianna had posted, I could just go down here and I can just see Brianna's posts. These are all things that she has done. So that makes it really nice. Those are just like I said, those are just Brianna's posts. If I want to see the whole class, I would click on class journal, and that would give me all of their different posts. And so that's up to you, but that's a nice little feature where you can click on the individual kids, and it's like a folder of all of their skills. So you can go back and see what they've done. Okay. So when you want to add something to this, all you do is click add, and then see, this looks a little bit different than it does on the iPad. That's why I'm kind of stumbling here. Create new activity. So here you could name the activity. You can add your voice instructions. You can add multimedia, so you could add a YouTube link. This is basically you creating your assignment. You can add a template. Let me go back so you can see what I just did there. So if I post, okay, so activity name, let's just say push-up practice. Okay, so I can type the instructions, do 5 of your best push-ups. Then write a sentence about this isn't necessarily a great assignment, by the way. I'm just then write a sentence about how you felt when you finished. Okay, so now if I was doing this for my kids, I would want to add voice instructions. So I would record my voice telling them this. Maybe I could add a YouTube video showing them what a good push-up looks like. Then you can decide how you want them to respond. So here you would add templates. You can have them upload a video of themselves. You could have them write a note. You could have them draw, link it to something. So you can decide here what they do. So let's just say drawing. Okay. So this is the drawing app. So they can type, they can record their voice on this app, and they can also bring in pictures. All right. So that would just be something that you would decide. Let's see if we can get out of here. So it's really not extremely hard, I promise. All of these posts, and you can probably get in the settings and change this, but kids can comment on each other's or like it, or their parents can. You can put it into different folders for them if you want. So there's really a lot you could do. You can share an item, you can print it, you can copy and edit. So something I would do when I had the same assignment for multiple classes, when I'd have the same assignment for multiple classes, I would just create it for one class and then copy and paste it into all of the other classes so I didn't have to redo it each time. I know this is really brief. Let me know if you need any other help with it. I don't believe that I'm going to be using this for my students, but I can definitely help you out in any way that you might need. Okay? Take care. Bye.